Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Deja and I like to travel. I am doing this video because I have so many people who have asked me about my journey traveling and living abroad. I have lived in Mexico and Thailand. Today I want to talk about the pros and cons of living in Thailand. Let's just get straight into it. I have lived in Thailand for majority of 2022. Of course, living in another country has its pros and its cons, so that's what I want to talk about in this video today. Cons of living in Thailand, I will say specifically in Hua Hin, it's a slower pace of life, especially compared to the US. It gives island time, I'm not gonna lie. Everything is just feels more relaxed. But if you are looking for things to be done on your time, this could be a con. The next con is going to be the weather. Depending on the time of the year that you go to Thailand, it could either be very hot or extremely rainy if you're there during rainy season. Rainy season is between October and I'll insert it where I know for sure when we went it was rainy season, and this did not affect us this much because during the day it might drizzle a little bit, but it was nothing that stopped us from going out and doing anything. And the evening is when it would mainly rain, and we loved it. I love the rain. I can't remember what that word is for people who love the rain, but I'm one of those people. We will open up the window and the best sleep ever. So yeah, I didn't mind rainy season. I actually prefer it because that is when rates of hotels and Airbnbs are cheaper because it's not the high season. So for me, it was more, it wasn't a con. But for other people who don't like traveling during rainy season, this could be a con. The number one con for me was mainly how far it was. Thailand, it took me 26 hours to get to Thailand. I flew from North Carolina to South Korea, had a layover from South Korea to Bangkok, from Bangkok to Phuket, and that's how I went to Phuket. And I did that same route for Hua Hin, and then I drove 2 hours from Bangkok to Hua Hin. So the distance can definitely be a con. If you have family and friends that you love to see and love to be around, getting back and forth is just super difficult and time consuming. The next con, which is the cost of a flight from the US to Phuket, can be thousands of dollars, especially if you're traveling for a family. You have to take in consideration the amount of money it costs to get back and forth. Luckily for me, at the time of going back and forth, I was employed with an airline where I got free or highly discounted flights for myself and my family, and so that wasn't something I had to consider. Now it is. Now it definitely is, and you just have to be very cautious and plan out your finances. The next con I want to talk about is not really something that affected me too much, but it is something that we need to talk about, and that is just, I guess, if you look like me, you know, being stared at and things of that nature, it didn't bother me. People were super nice, but that's not everybody's experience. I did get a lot of stares, especially when I was in Hua Hin.
It tipped over. Look at these people just staring at us. It's so crazy. It's so weird. They stare at us more than the Thais do, but it's something that I guess we'll just have to get used to.
In Phuket, there is a large Black expat community, but in Hua Hin, it was majority of Caucasians or Europeans there, and they were more of the ones doing the staring than the Thai people. In my experience, nobody was rude or anything like that, but we did get a lot of stares. We did get a lot of questions. You know, somebody even asked, and this was, now this time this was a Thai person, but you know, they've asked to touch my hair or my daughter's hair. They kind of would just come and, you know, do like that and, you know, try to speak to me in Thai. And of course you know, no touching, but I was still friendly with it. You know, they don't mean any harm by it, but this could be a con for some people. If you are not used to that, you know, it might be something that will take you off guard. But everybody was super friendly in my experience. People wanted to take pictures with us and things like that. I didn't let it bother me too much. I was just happy to be there. So that gets me into my pros. The number one pro for me was the weather. I hate the cold. I absolutely do not want to live anywhere where it gets cold anymore. So Thailand was chef's kiss. The nature, the beauty, all of the wildlife, and just the endless fruit and vegetables that grew, the atmosphere. I just loved being there. And the weather, just the tropical weather, was a pro for me. The next pro I would say is the people. Again, everybody was so friendly. They were so inviting and taught me so much about their culture. My daughter went to ballet and dance lessons there, and the kids were just so friendly, inviting to her. Even the ones that couldn't speak English, they would draw pictures to each other, and they would, you know, talk through roadblocks and stuff like that. And it just was a beautiful thing to watch. Everybody was just super nice. I can't think of one negative experience or encounter that I had with anyone while I was there. The next pro I will talk about is affordability. I chose Thailand because it was super affordable. You can get a 1-bedroom apartment for as low as $500 a month, and probably even less, but this was an apartment that was super close to the beach and everything. I was there for a month, and I want to say maybe I spent $600 for a 1-bedroom, and I'll insert pictures and videos of that here. My 1-bedroom apartment was super nice, and the Airbnb host was amazing. She definitely made sure that I was comfortable and helped me with anything that I needed during my time there. But yeah, food is something else that's very affordable. If you eat like a local, your money will take you a long way. If you want more information about that, I will do another video just about how much I spent in a month in Phuket and how much I spent in a month or so in Hua Hin. Again, I was in Hua Hin a lot longer than I was in Phuket, but I'm telling you, for what I spent on rent alone in the United States, I could live like a queen in Thailand. So that is definitely a pro for me. I want to say the next pro would be the beaches, the activities. There's so much to do. It's an endless amount of activities to do. There's an endless amount of things to see, temples, animals, foods to try. I mean, we were never bored. We were never bored. We had something to do every day, even if it was just going out to a new cafe. We were never bored. If you are a vegan or anything like that, there's so many food options to meet your dietary needs. I was not even, and this is I'm on to the next pro. I mean, there's so many pros I can't keep up with myself, but the next pro I will say is I wasn't even trying to, I mean, I wanted to, but it wasn't a focus of mine. And just being there, I naturally lost so much weight from walking, eating, I guess like a local street food, whatever. I wasn't eating any type of healthy diet, but the food is just so much better for you. They don't put all of that extra added stuff into the food. And I lost weight just naturally. I lost like 20 pounds that month that I was in Phuket. I will go to little cafes, I'll show you here, and I was eating so much rice and so much vegetables and so much chicken and a lot of mango sticky rice, but I was losing weight even though I was eating carbs. I don't know what it is, but I lost weight naturally, just walking, doing activities. It's just a better quality of life. If you are looking for a better quality of life, I just haven't found that here in the US. I haven't, and that's why I decided to go abroad to Thailand and take my daughter to Thailand, because there's just so much opportunity to live a life that isn't pushed here. Live a slow life, live a happy life. It's a focus to spend time on your family, and not so much of spending time on working. It's more of a family culture and a family vibe. And I've also noticed that in other places like Mexico, and if you want me to do a video on that, I will too. But yeah, I just wanted to come quickly tell you guys the pros and cons that I experienced personally living abroad in Thailand. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I will do more videos like this one talking about my experience abroad. I know a lot of people ask a lot of questions about what I did for work and things like that. If you're curious to know how I spent months and months in other countries, go ahead and put some comments below and I'll do some more videos. I drop videos every Tuesday and Thursday on YouTube. So please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you can be notified anytime I have another video dropping. But bye, see you next time.